Is it possible to make a delicious burger that is eubiotic, that is good for the gut microbiome, and is friendly to individuals with sensitive digestive systems? Oh yeah, it can be done. My name is Kenny Hannes, and I've been in clinical remission from a severe case of inflammatory bowel disease for several years now at this point, after intentionally improving and optimizing the composition of my gut microbiome. I'm a gut microbiome enthusiast, and I'm a burger enthusiast. And so in this video, I'm going to mix the two together. Okay, so first for this biome building burger, we're going to start with our ketchup. We're going to make lacto-fermented ketchup, which is going to level up this ordinary ketchup into probiotic ketchup, which makes it excellent for the gut microbiome. Don't skip out on this because this is a very important probiotic ingredient, and I'm going to use this ketchup later to make the burger sauce. I'm going to use 2 6-ounce cans of organic tomato paste, open the cans, and add the tomato paste to a bowl. Then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of raw apple cider vinegar. Then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of brine from a batch of lacto-fermented probiotic pickles to act as the starter culture for the ketchup. I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt, mix it all together, and then add it to a glass mason jar. I decided to mix in about 1/4 cup more of filtered water to thin the ketchup just a little bit more. And then I'm going to use a special fermentation lid to seal the jar. This is just the type of lid I'm using, but there are tons of fermentation lids that you can find online, or you can just use a regular lid and either screw it on loosely or burp the jar once or twice a day. Fermentation should be done in glass containers. I let the ketchup ferment for 1 to 2 days, and then I passed it through a fine mesh strainer so that it's a really smooth ketchup. Then I added half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of oregano, and finally, I added 4 tablespoons of maple syrup for some sweetness. These last 3 ingredients are optional, but I think they really add to the overall flavor of the ketchup. So now the ketchup is ready, and I'm going to take it one step further and use the fermented ketchup to make a burger sauce. All I'm going to do is add 1 cup of our probiotic ketchup to a bowl, 1/4 cup organic Dijon mustard, about a half a cup of Primal Kitchen steak sauce, and finally, about a 1/4 cup chopped chives. I'm going to whisk that together, and the burger sauce is ready. To start the burger making process, we're going to sear some yellow onions. Onions contain inulin, which is a very well-studied prebiotic that is excellent for the gut microbiome. You can't have a good burger without onions. So it's great news that onions are so great for the gut microbiome, unless you're actively dealing with something like SIBO, where the FODMAPs contained in onions can be a problem. But for the average individual, onions are great for the gut microbiome. Speaking of the gut microbiome, I want to tell you about the sponsor of this video, Ombre Lab. Ombre Lab is a gut microbiome testing company that sends you a very simple, at-home gut microbiome testing kit that analyzes the state of your gut health and identifies potential problems. Gut microbiome testing is so cool because it can show you what's happening inside your gut microbiome and determine whether you're in eubiosis or dysbiosis. It can show you the levels of probiotic microorganisms, the level of pathogenic microorganisms, and thus give you a quantifiable target to aim for as you work to improve the composition of your gut microbiome. And if you do repeat testing, it allows you to see over time if you're actually improving or not. Ombre will ship the test straight to your door with specific collection instructions. All you have to do is activate your kit, complete the test, and return it. Ombre uses the results of your gut microbiome test to create a personalized food plan to help move your gut microbiome towards eubiosis. The food plan provides recommendations of the types of foods you should be consuming more of and less of to improve the composition of your specific gut microbiome. And something that separates Ombre Lab from its competitors is that Ombre also gives you an option to have a custom probiotic developed for you based on the results of your test. The probiotic is designed to provide specific strains of probiotic microorganisms that your specific gut microbiome needs in order to move towards eubiosis. If you click this link in the description, Ombre Lab will give you $30 off of your gut microbiome test. Okay, I added about 1 tablespoon of high-quality avocado oil to a cast iron pan and gave the sliced onions a good sear until they started to turn translucent. Now I'm going to cook the patties. I'm using grass-fed and grass-finished beef. I'm going to split this pound of beef into quarters and then roll each quarter into a ball. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of avocado oil to a cast iron skillet and set the stove to a medium-high heat. Once the skillet is hot, I'm going to then add one of the patties to the skillet and flatten it with my spatula and cook it for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. I also add a little salt to each side while cooking it. When it's almost done, I'm going to add raw cheddar cheese to the top of the patty and let it melt. So now we need to talk about buns. I'm going to use sourdough burger buns. No, I did not make them myself, I bought them. Why sourdough? Sourdough is made through a fermentation process that is catalyzed by lactic acid bacteria and yeasts before being baked in the oven. This fermentation process enhances the digestibility of sourdough bread by decreasing the amount of starch, gluten, and FODMAPs. It enhances the bioavailability of vitamins and minerals by decreasing the level of phytic acid. And while the probiotic microorganisms are killed off during the baking process, sourdough bread still provides prebiotics, which are essentially food for probiotic microorganisms. So overall, sourdough bread is an awesome functional food that is my choice of bun for a biome building burger. I'm going to slice the bun and then toast it in some high quality butter. And now it's time to assemble. First, I'm going to slice one of the homemade lacto-fermented probiotic pickles. Not only do these pickles taste extremely good, they are also an excellent source of probiotic microorganisms that help to build a strong and healthy gut microbiome. Next, I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of the burger sauce to the bottom and top bun, just slathering on this delicious probiotic burger sauce. This is another delicious and excellent source of probiotic microorganisms that are going to support the gut microbiome. Next, I'm going to add a sliced tomato, some crisp iceberg lettuce, then the probiotic pickles, and then one of the seared onions. Next, I'm going to add the patty and melted cheese, and then the top bun, and finally, the Biome burger is complete. So what do we got here? We have a sourdough bun with a grass-fed, grass-finished beef patty, melted raw cheddar cheese, a seared onion, tomato, lettuce, probiotic pickles, and a delicious probiotic burger sauce with the key ingredient being the lacto-fermented ketchup. And yes, it tastes absolutely delicious. Now, if you're struggling with IBD, IBS, or a different digestive issue, then you may want to make some modifications. If you're following the Biome Optima protocol, I think this burger would be an excellent cheat meal idea on special occasions. I'm a big believer in dietary freedom, and I think that having a delicious cheat meal option that still offers lots of gut microbiome boosting benefits is a great way to give yourself some mental freedom while still staying on track with most of the principles from the Biome Optima protocol. I know this breaks some of the principles in the Biome Optima protocol. That's okay, this is a once-in-a-while cheat meal. One thing you can do to minimize potential irritation from the fiber content of the burger is simply take a serving of psyllium husk or Metamucil capsules with the meal and a glass of water. Before taking psyllium husk, discuss its usage, precautions, and dosages with your doctor, and do not proceed without your doctor's approval. Another thing you could do, in addition to or instead of, is reduce the overall fiber content of the burger by simply removing the lettuce, tomato, and onion from the burger, and by not adding chives to the burger sauce. Let me know what you think in the comments below, follow us on Instagram at Team Honest, and check out teamhonest.com for more information about our courses, consultation services, and blog posts.